Okay. So this one's gonna be a little hard, it's gonna be a little deep. Alright. But I need you to hear me out. Alright. I have been very much engulfed in following the Charlie Kirk investigation. And I've made countless videos in reference to my connection to it all and just how I feel. And things that have been shown to me and just all kinds of sorts. And there's just so much within his storyline, Network Unstable. Yeah, I bet. There's so much in his storyline and his testimony all the way up until this point. It mirrors my life in different ways and things that I have been through and have just a strong understanding of certain things. Now, of course, in like the fame and all that, that's all Charlie. That's just, and God just kind of plops me in realities and different things within my world the way that it was designed for me. I never, ever have had the desire to be in the spotlight. Okay? I don't have the desire now, and I won't neither in the future. It's not my cup of tea. It's just not. I like to touch people in the way that I do. And whatever my purpose is, whatever my forward trajectory, God's got me on that path right now. I'm well aware of that. Now, do I have goals and intentions and all that in reference to my story, my testimony, book? Oh, yeah. I got stuff in the works that I've been working on. But it's just one of those things. All in due time. I'm in a whole new season now. Sky's the limit. I'm still young. All right. But that said, something came up between Candace's episode and Baron's. And this is why it really troubles me. And I just feel so deeply in reference to just the whole circumstances of it all. And I think it's finally like hitting Candace and just the grossness of it. Where she is just 0 Fs and she gonna call it out. Don't matter who you are. Because it's so dark. Okay? Charlie was someone I already know, picked up on patterns and synchronicities. He understood a room when he was in a room. All right? You can pick up an entire room, especially when you're somebody with patterns, synchronicities, and have a deep spiritual connection with who you are within yourself, and you have a higher connection with your higher power, and you carry such a high connection with God and the divine, which he did. You saw that in all of his dreams, okay? You just have a connection, and you can just read people. And Charlie just had an ability to debate and have conversations. I mean, people would spit at him and do the most, and he wouldn't even react. Honestly, he's an inspiration. But here's the thing that really, really flips me out. And this is what breaks my heart. It's because he was someone that picked up on patterns and synchronicities so prevalently. I know without a doubt he knew what was happening and did for some time, especially when it came to his wife. He knew he got bamboozled. He knew. All right. And he was just, because he carried such a strong faith in God, he knew that God had him in that situation and in the circumstances that he found his world in for a reason, for a greater purpose. Okay. I know what that feels like. Okay. He did. He knew. But he also knew what was going on. He did. I can guarantee you. What breaks my heart the most is obviously him sending that text. He knew that something was in the making and that his life was going to be taken. He knew it. He wouldn't have sent that text. I mean, he knew it. But he also knew the patterns and synchronicities, and he also knew that everything within that day was off. It was like an opposite day. You go to school and they used to have an opposite day. Everything was off. The patterns were off. The synchronicities were off. He knew it. He picked up on the staging. He picked up on the oddness with the security guards. Believe me, he knew. A man that picks up on patterns and synchronicities, planes and stuff like that, he knew what he was sitting on. He knew that it was off. He knew that it was sitting up. He knew what was about to transpire. He knew something was going down. And yet he still chose to sit there and go through it and answer all those questions that happened up until that point and do it genuinely and do it purely, and knowing that he was about to meet his demise. And that is a true child of God, and yet still sat there and basically on a platter about to meet his demise. And he knew it, but he loved God so much that he knew that God would not have him right there if it wasn't designed for him. He knew that it was a greater purpose. And that's what breaks my heart the most, is because all these people that were surrounding him at this event, that claimed to love him, that claimed to be his confidants, were the ones that partook in the whole thing. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the greatness that somebody withstands in their character to be able to withstand something like that for the greater good of humanity? Because he knew it was a greater purpose than him. He knew it. He knew it. God had been showing him signs. I guarantee you, believe me, I know. This is within me. Like, throughout my entire walk, the last 5 years of my life, it's like God's been showing me certain things. Like, you're on the right path. This is where you need to go this way. You need to do this. I have you here for a reason, so we're going to stay here for a minute. Oh, okay, we need to retract from here. We need to do this. We're going to need to do a U-turn here. I'm telling you. And so this is what breaks my heart, because, and so often enough, it does come from the people that you love the most. Blood, sweat, and tears the most. You know? And it's sad. It's absolutely sad that we have now landed in a world where we are trying to normalize this type of deceit and betrayal from the people you love the most and give a green light to it. Because this person's connected to this person. This person's connected to this person. This organization's connected to this. This organization connects to this. This cover-up connects to this. This assassination attempt connects to this. And it's like, dude, it's us. This nonprofit's connected to this nonprofit. This consulting is connected to this consulting. This real estate group's connected to this real estate group. I'm telling you. This insurance group's connected to this. This policy's connected to this. I'm telling you, it's a web. It's deep. It's extremely deep. And it's been happening for years upon years upon years. For certain individuals to stay in power. So for certain individuals to stay in control of the system. For certain individuals to get rich off the poor. For certain individuals to control the dirty secrets that fall in their family bloodline for years upon years upon years. This is what? You have to stay in power. You have to stay in systems and control the systems. Otherwise, what's going to happen if you start having people get into these organizations in the government and start moving in integrity? What's going to start coming out? The Epstein files, all the assassination attempts, 9/11, JFK. All the life insurance fraud. Yeah, all these mystery deaths. All these plots, plans, and schemes on targeting individuals for them to take their own life out. I mean, everything's going to come up. This is all interconnected. All of it. All of it. And so it's just a shame. It's an absolute shame. But yeah, that's what breaks my heart the most. He is a true inspiration. He truly is. And it's just a dang shame that now they're trying to martyr from his death. You know? When they're the ones that took part in plotting and planning it. I can see that within my story, the victim mentality. I see it on a daily basis somewhat. Where these people carry a victim mentality. It's like, man, so let me get this right. Now you're the victim because everything that you plotted, planned, and schemed didn't work, and now you're getting caught, and now you're the victim. Right? With these people. Like, help me help you at this point. You know, the victim mentality runs out after a while. The victim mentality does. Alligator tears don't work. The assassination attempts don't work. The truth always comes out. You can't hide the truth forever. There's always loopholes. There's always situations where people will arise. It's just inevitable. It's inevitable in this digital age.